Good morning, campers. Welcome back. We are currently at an Electrify America charger with my new Mustang, Mach-E. Very fancy car. So I don't have a charge set up at home, so I've been using this, which it's actually very cool. We're gonna leave the car running because this is a DC fast charger. So we're just gonna, it's gonna get angry at me for getting out of the car while it's on. There we go. I'm showing a good bit of faith in this charger. Boom. And there we go. Did that work? I have no idea if it's working. Yeah, it's charging. Okay. Yep, and we're already up on percentage. So, that is plug and charge, which is a super cool feature on the Mach-E, very similar to Tesla, where you just plug it in and it goes, and it charges you. If you have a card on file to charge that, also, this is an Electrify America charger, so Ford gives new Mach-E owners 250 kilowatts for free. Kilowatt hours. 250 kilowatt hours for free. I always forget which one is the power being used and which one is the power being stored. Kilowatt hours is the power getting used or transferred. So we're kilowatt hours is the power getting stored. So when it's getting transferred or used, it's kilowatt. It's just kilowatts because you divide by time, so the time cancels out, so you just have kilowatts. So kilowatt hour is a unit of energy in storage, and kilowatts is a unit of energy in use over time. So yeah, we've already increased 2% because we're charging at 109 kilowatts at the moment. So we've only got a 66 kilowatt hour battery, I believe. On this, I've got the standard range version of the Mach-E. The Mach-E Select is what they call it, with a single motor, standard range, nothing fancy. We started this charge session at, started this charge session at 22%. We're already up to 26. So it's going pretty quick. I do this like once a week at the moment because I don't have a charge solution set up at home. I don't know why I'm wearing the mask. I'm inside my own car. I don't have a charge solution set up at home yet, so I've just been coming here about once a week. And the range on the standard range is pretty good because that's 5 days of commuting. This week I had some extra commuting in there, so I actually had to charge once earlier this week because I had to commute to a place that's a little bit further away. 2 days this week? No, 1 day. 1 day this week. But also, you know, my girlfriend lives in Fremont, so bit of a drive. But yeah, this is, I usually do this like once a week, the fast charge thing, and then I'm good. It's no problem. I'm going to have a home charger situation sorted out in about 2 weeks. So beginning of August, I'll be able to just plug in whenever I'm at home, and then I never have to worry about range ever again, which is nice. I only usually let it get down to 25%, is usually about as low as I go, and then I come here. This is a Bank of America with an Electrify America, which is synergy. I like it. Good synergy branding. This... It's not close enough to where I live that I could, leave my car here and go home, but there's a lot of food places around here, so I usually just pick up something to eat and then sit here and read a book while I charge. It only takes like 30, 40 minutes at the most. According to this, we'll be done at 4:49, and it's currently 4:24, so 20 more minutes and we'll be good. 25 minutes. We'll see. I don't charge too often, so I'm still in my 250 kilowatt yeah, 250 kilowatt hour free charging thing, which is super nice. So I have yet to actually, no, I did pay for charging once. There's a charger, a level 2 charger near where I work that's only 7 kilowatts charging, so it takes a good bit longer, but we had a relatively cool day last week, or two weeks ago now, where I just plugged my car in and walked to work from there, and they charge $1 per hour to park there. $1 per hour, and whatever electricity you get's free. So that's pretty nice. So that gave me a good 40% charge just in a few hours while I was at work, because I wasn't even on the charger all day. I just charged it, and then at lunch I got my car back, and it was at 80% already, because I'd plugged it in at 40. Because I was at 40, and it was already less than halfway through the week. So I'm like, let's plug it in, see what happens. So yeah, the fast charging thing I don't have to do too often. I think it's only the 5th time I've fast charged. I tried to knock this out earlier this week, and it backfired because so yeah, I had to commute up to work at one point earlier this week, up to the office in Cupertino, which is a bit of a longer trip, and then there was a lot of running around up there I had to do. So I wound up burning a lot of extra power that I wasn't expecting to. So my battery got low a little bit earlier in the week, and so I stopped at a grocery store on the way home that had an Electrify America charger at it, and plugged in there, and the car charged for all of 5 minutes, errored out, and for the next 30 minutes while I was in the store getting groceries, did no charging at all. But luckily, because the charger had the error and not, it wasn't me stopping it, it did not charge me idle fees, so that was nice. I felt like a jerk when I got back and my car had just been hogging the parking spot for 30 minutes, not charging. Plugged it in, got like another 6% just while I was loading my groceries into the car. And then there was another Mach-E pulling in as I left, and I warned him like, hey, yeah, it stopped 5 minutes in, watch out. So yeah, that was cool. It was a really nice white extended range Mach-E. They do look good. I like the red myself. I'm a sucker for red because it's the same color as my old Mustang. Of course I got the red one. Why would I get the red one? I think gray and white and black are boring. Why would you buy a car that is the same color or a close color to the road in rain? Like anything white, gray, even some blacks can just disappear when it's raining. So yeah, I like red. Red stands out. We're at 36% already. This is going well. So I really love the car. It's taken some getting used to the whole panel here. We're in eco mode. I don't need eco anymore. So I usually drive and engage with one pedal off, leave the propulsion sounds on, because, you know, every now and then it's fun when you floor it and it goes So this is what I usually drive in. If I'm trying to actually like get really good mileage, I put it in whisper, one pedal, because then I usually get like 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour, whereas on 3.9 I think is what I usually get with whisper and one pedal drive. But in engage without one pedal drive, I'm usually hovering more about 3.7, which is with a lot of freeway driving. The nice part about being plugged in for the fast charger, though, is that you get to keep the air conditioner on and just use the power from the charger to run your AC for a bit, if you have to stay in the car. You know, ideally you want to be going and shopping for groceries or eating food or something, doing something while it charges, so there's not just useless time, or recording a YouTube video, for example. So yeah, so I usually get like 3.7 with my commuting in, because a lot of that's highway miles. When I'm just in like traffic and stuff, it's usually 4 or higher. 3.9 for today was driving up to Fremont to drop my girlfriend off at work, or Milpitas to drop my girlfriend off at work, and then back here to charge the car. So 20-mile round trip, or no, 27-mile round trip total. Yeah, math. 27-mile round trip total, 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. It's so difficult to get used to those new units of efficiency. But But yeah, no, it's so much fun driving electric. It's a blast. You just floor it, and so much torque. So much, like, it's just, this car is the best yellow light beater I have ever owned. Which is saying something, because my last car was a regular Mustang EcoBoost. So, yeah, I like this one a bit more, to be honest. I kind of miss the gasoline sometimes, just because I had to worry about it less often. But this isn't really that big a deal. I don't mind the charging. Once I've got the charger to just plug in at home, and I never have to worry about it again. I did the math, and at the one place I've had to pay for charging so far, charging it for $1 an hour, it equated to the only way gasoline would be more. Like, so I got 40% range in 4 hours, so it paid $4 for 40% of my battery. 40% of my battery is a little over 100 miles, so I paid $4 for 100 miles worth of range. It's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a lot better than paying for gas. Plus, just like no maintenance. Never have to change the oil again. I just got to keep an eye on coolant levels, that sort of thing. Not even really coolant, but like Ford will take care of that in like the 150,000 mile checkup. So yeah, no, it took some getting used to on this. I wish, this is the only thing that kind of annoys me. I like having the volume on the knob, but there's a volume switch on this. So I would really love to be able to change this to fan control. Because right now, if you're on auto air conditioning, at least I think this is how it goes. If you're on auto air conditioning and you want to just turn off the AC, like you're taking an exit on the freeway, it's relatively cool outside, and you want to just switch from having the AC on to turning the fan off, you have to bring up this and then whoop, whoop, to turn it off. Which is annoying. To turn it back on, it's super easy. You just tap the auto button and it's good. But it's like a multi-tap thing to turn it off, and that annoys me when I'm driving. So I'd really love to be able to put the fan controls on this dial, since I've already got volume controls on the wheel. But other than that, I really have no complaints about the UI on here. I like having independent temperatures for both sides. The heated seats stuff I haven't used yet because it's California in the summer. The parking assist, it works, but I don't need it. I can park better myself because, professional driver. But just the cameras are wonderful. Having this top-down view and the cameras all around the vehicle, there's cameras looking back as well. All that's fantastic. I really like having that for parking. Makes that much easier, much quicker. But the active park assist parks you relative to another object or vehicle or curb, which is fine, and it does a good enough job. But it's a little slow. I can park way quicker myself and much more centered, because the thing doesn't look at the lines at all. It just parks you relative to another vehicle. And let's see. It's really cool being able to open the gate from in here, the tailgate, because there's a shocking amount of storage back there. It's really great. I haven't used the valet mode at all. Driver assistance, I think I just got traction control on it. Auto hold off, that's annoying. One pedal drive, you've got auto hold basically by default, so when it's not on, I like the car creeping forward when I let go of the brake. That's phone stuff. Let's look at the charging. So it's got a lot of settings for if you have charging at home, where you can schedule the charge to happen only during hours where the electricity is cheap. So if you've got a charge solution at home, this thing is wonderful. It's so much more cost effective than gasoline, especially if you're on a rate plan that factors in time of use sort of stuff. And you see, because I'm using the air conditioning, our expected time to 80% has actually increased since the start of this video. Clock. 24-hour mode, auto time, yeah. The settings are pretty straightforward. You don't need a settings tutorial. There's plenty of those on here already. I don't really do a lot of weird stuff with this. I mostly run Android Auto for navigation and music, that sort of thing. The one complaint I do have, there's a wireless charging pad down there, a wireless charging pad. It just overheats my phone. I don't know why. It just overheats my phone. I think it's because I'm using Android Auto and wireless charging at the same time in a car that's usually a little bit toasty because I have to park it outside at the moment. So I think that's like a combination of things. And I think if I stopped using Android Auto, I think my phone would be okay. But I've got a 12-volt adapter that I can charge off of that doesn't overheat my phone. So I don't know. I've got a masked hand again. Yeah, sorry. Ignore that, please. So yeah, I don't use the built-in navigation very much at all. It seems pretty effective, especially for using it to plan trips and chargers. I only just found this week, if you just want really fast, you don't want to go through the navigation menus, you can tap your little picture up there and there's a next charge option that will help you navigate to chargers. If you're not usually using the built-in navigation thing, it does have just a really quick shortcut right here, having tapped your profile picture right in there in order to find yourself a charger. Also, apparently my most used radio station, 94.5, which is an 80s station here in the Bay, because I am nothing if not predictable. Yeah, I think that's going to be about it for me. Loving this car. I need to actually eat my lunch because I do have it sitting behind the seat there. And I would like to eat that before my car finishes charging. So that this isn't entirely a wasted 40 minutes of charging. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions about the car, let me know. I can do another like 10 minutes on the buying experience, I think. I'll save that for another video maybe. I don't know. It's really annoying buying experience getting one of these cars. The dealerships are... I think it's more just I'm not used to dealing with dealerships sort of situation. So I'll save that for another video. Because I saw someone else do one of those and it did really well. So I want to be able to put that as like the title of the video and generate some views. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Come say hi on Twitter. Twitter @LeoDare. Comments are also great because I do read them all because tiny channel. Because I've got like no subscribers. And all the subscribers I have want content from a video game I played like twice. And trucking and occasional train sim folks. So I'm not doing much of any of that at the moment. So yeah, I read all the comments because there's hardly any. Thank you all so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.